good, Samuel Squad? Back at it again with another video here today, man, and my brain is melted. I hope your guys' is kind of the same way as mine, man. With all the info that EA has thrown at us today, man, I'm going to sleep after this, bro. I can't even think. But, I got a lot to explain to you guys. The card layout, obviously what we have on the screen. We got theme diamonds. We got some of the solo challenges coming. We got literally so much stuff that I'm going to talk about in this video that they talked about on stream. So I'm going to try and explain it to you guys, the highlights and the best stuff so you don't have to go and watch the whole stream. But if you didn't check out my base elites, all the base elites from all the teams, go check that out. It's my last video. But let's get into this first. So this is the card layout. Everybody had an issue with the card art, me in particular. Man, we did not like the card art. Obviously Madden 20 is on the far left. You know how it's like basically the players on the whole card. Then on the far right is what they showed us. Now this is going to be the focus. This is going to be when you're on top of the card, when you're like in your item binder on the card. If you're on your team on the card, it's going to be this Madden 21 focus. So it'll show you all the abilities, half the card, and then the player half the card basically. But this middle, the Madden 21 unfocus, is what it's going to look like if you're not like actually on the card. So you're going to be able to see the whole, almost the whole card art. 78%. It's going to be almost the whole card art. So I'm fine with that. When you're not actually hovering on the card, it's not going to show, all the abilities and whatnot. It makes it kind of easier to see that, which I do like. So card art's fine with me. I'm glad that they, made a big focal point, and it was like one of the first things they talked about. We're going to have this 78% is the main card. Then the focus when you're actually on the card will be the far right. So I am fine with that, man. That is all good. I'm going to give you a few more images of that as well. All right, so sorry that this is kind of blurry, but this kind of shows, again, what it's going to look like. Obviously, we are focused on the Aaron Donald, so it's going to show us, his X factors, his abilities on half the card. Bobby Wagner, Christian McCaffrey, all the other cards, it's the unfocused. So you see their card art, and it's like when you scroll over to Bobby Wagner, all those guys, it's going to give you that half and half, so you can look and see, what abilities does he have on him at that point, which I kind of like because, again, last man I felt like we had to actually go into the card and see, make sure what we had on there. So this makes it almost, a bit simpler. It saves us a step. We still have the card art. Obviously it's not going to be if we actually are focused, we're going to see the whole card art anymore. But when you go into games and whatnot, I'm assuming it'll be that unfocused where it shows, most of the player. So that's cool. Alright, again, sorry for the blurry picture, man. It's the best screenshot that I could get at the time. We are on to the team captains. So you guys know what the team captains are. Again, we got to pick those last year. Again, I think I picked, who did I get? I got Ray Lewis? No, Ryan Shazier. I got Ryan Shazier as my team captain. So this year we have Eddie George, we have Leroy Glover, we have Ed McCaffrey, and Aeneas Williams. So again, we're going to be able to play these guys. You can pick, I think you get to pick one of them. And there's another good thing, though, with this. I'm not going to show the screenshot, but you get any team chemistry you want on these guys. So your team captain, now it's not going to be like, I got Ryan Shazier, I have the Steelers on him. You can get any team chemistry on these guys, which they did for most of, the captains, the masters, all that stuff. You can get multiple team chemistry. So I can get Eddie George for the Bears. Obviously, I probably won't get him because I'll have Walter, Gale, I have all those guys. But I'm thinking, again, I don't know who I'm going to get exactly, but I might get the Ed McCaffrey, depending on, I got to look at his stats, and when I get a wide receiver for the Bears, that'll be dope, man. That's a big W on EA's part, man. EA took a lot of W's today, and we're going to keep going over them. All right, so this is the NFL Epics. Again, this is going to be more players that you can earn from playing solo challenges. So, basically, you guys remember last year we had Deacon Jones, Baker Mayfield, the two 85s? Well, EA was like, we'll give you 4 this time. We'll give you Larry Fitz, AP, Ronnie Lott, and Jack Youngblood. Now, there's a lot of new names in this, man. And again, Jack Youngblood's an old name, but it's a new name, for, present-day Madden. But you can earn all 4 of these guys, and that's a dub for me. I mean, that's a dub, man. Again, playing solo challenges to get these 85 overalls, that is a dub in my book. Now we are on to the Mutt Master, and it is Sam Mills. He was a middle linebacker on the Saints, obviously, from the picture, and it was another team as well. And the thing about this that's cool as well is you can put any team chem on him as well. So I can use him as a Bears middle linebacker as well, even though I got Urlacher and Roquan. But it's all good, man. I'll take this dude as well. Apparently he's 5'9", but he was really fast, and there's a good story behind this. I don't really know too much about him, but I know there's a good story behind his career and his work ethic and his playing. So I'll take it, man. It's a dub in my book again that you could put any team chem on this. Let's keep moving. All right, and also about that Sam Mills, before I get into my boy Andre Johnson, man. But about that Sam Mills, that's the Mutt Master. So basically that was like, doing online games, getting stars, getting daily objectives, you get different stuff like that, and you'll get the stuff to level up. It's like the Pat Tillman from last year. So obviously we'll know more about that. They showed some screenshots, but it's kind of like the Pat Tillman from last year, I'm assuming, different objectives like that. Now, the level master, Andre Johnson. Now, Andre Johnson, man, like I watched him play. Like this is when I was watching when I was really getting into football. Andre Johnson was like, I don't want to say he was Calvin, but he was like he almost reminded me almost like of Calvin's like little brother in a way. Just I think they were close in the same height, but they were really, really crazy, bro. Andre Johnson was fast. Andre Johnson was crazy good at catching the ball, man. Mossing people, doing everything. Like him and Calvin always reminded me kind of the same player in a way. So this is a fat dub, bro. And also, again, I think he gets any team chem as well. So this is going to be an Andre Johnson that I could use on the Bears. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember if they actually confirmed that one or not, but I'm assuming that since they're doing all the Mudmaster and all that stuff, you can do that. I think you can get that with the Andre Johnson, but this is the level master. So obviously when you level up your Mud status or whatever you want to call it, you get those badges. He's like the Torrey Holt. Man, I am so hyped up for this Andre Johnson, man. I've been waiting for him to come back to Madden. I don't remember the last time he was in a Madden, but let me tell you, boys, this is going to be a great receiver to have. And he also is going to get kind of like NFL 100 chemistries or something like that. He's going to get special chemistries, for being the level master. So definitely look into that, once we get our Andre Johnsons. All right, so we are on to the theme builders now. So you guys kind of remember these from last year. You basically get guys for your theme team. That's kind of how it was, like a theme builder. I think last year they were 86s. This year they are 84s. So you just have to play 16 games, which is a lot. But 16 games to get yourself an 84 overall. Again, it's going to probably be based on teams. So you'll be able to get guys for your theme team. So that's always good. So that's the theme builders. Now let's get into the theme diamonds, man. Now this was a big dub in my opinion. All right, so Facecam had to move, man. But now we are on to the theme diamonds. Now, you guys know how these were. These were sets that you had to do. You get a bunch of players for each team. And last year it was Night Train Lane, I think, and Kurt Warner. But this year, the master is going to be Barry Sanders, man. So that's crazy. But this is a list of all of the players that are going to be in this year. So just to name some of them off, man, the Bears get, I think it was Jimbo. They typed the name wrong. Bengals, Takeo Spikes, man. This guy was crazy good back in the day, man. Elvis Dumerville, Bob Sanders, like Eric Weddle, Travis Frederick from the Cowboys. We know him. He just retired recently, I think. Roddy White, man. The Falcons got dubs. Let me tell you, the Falcons got some dubs. Asante Samuel, Jari Evans, like, these are all the different, London Fletcher, like, Jesus. But yeah, these are all the names for the different guys that, we are going to be getting with the theme diamonds. So it's cool that they're, again, still getting new players for Mutt, which is crazy. We always wanted more players, and now EA is actually, with the theme diamonds especially, they get us a lot of new legends, old legends, but, like, they're new at Madden. So love to see that, man. Let's get on to the next content. So, also, I just wanted to add a few more things in, man, that I didn't really show screenshots to you guys. But they are going to have ability points now, which I didn't really understand because they were kind of rambling and I was kind of losing focus throughout this whole entire stream. I'm not going to lie to y'all. But they had these ability points, which you get 10 on offense and 10 on defense. Obviously, we still have our 3 X factors on defense, offense. But ability points, every ability, like, what's it called? Escape artists, all that stuff. Like, I think they're going to cost ability points, and you can decide, who gets what. And there's going to be lower costing ones, but you get 10 on defense, 10 on offense. I didn't really understand that too well. I'm going to have to look more into that, like, once we get more information on it. And also, there's another set of solo challenges that you can do, and you can get, let me check my notes. I remember it was Zach Ertz, Ben Roethlisberger, and Jalen Smith. So they're going to be 85 or 8. I think they're 85 overalls. But there's going to be another set of solos that you can do to get those 3 players. Again, more 85s for the team. I think you only get one of those. Could be wrong. But it's good that EA is giving us all these free stuff, from solos. Apparently, we're going to have to grind a lot of solos, but it's all good, man. We get cards. So I think those were the 2 other main. Also, legends. So as you can see right here, man, we're going to be getting 2 legends every week, but there's going to be something different with these, and coming back to some Maddens of past. So there's going to be 2 legends. One of them is just going to be a set legend, and there's 2. They're both going to be set legends, but there's going to be LTD versions of them, which are going to be boss legends. Now, basically, what these boss legends are, it's basically the fully powered up version of that legend. So like, the LTD, it's going to be obviously quick sell, but it's going to basically, you don't need to power anything up. You have them already powered up. So it's going to be more rare. And then there's also going to be the set legends that you can just normally power up, throw them into the power up. So that's kind of what I got from those. Obviously, you can see in this legend portion right there. And then I also wanted to just highlight for you guys that we are also going for console transition. They explained it very simple. There's going to be basically from Xbox One to Xbox Series X and, PS4 to PS5, it's all going to be the same thing, on each console, I should say. So basically, if you have a team on Xbox One and you want to go to the new Xbox, your team will all be transferred over. Coins, training, item binder, it's all going to be transferred over. But if you want to go back to the one, I think everything's going to be like in the same cloud, if that makes sense to you guys. So like your team will be on the Series 1 or the new Xbox, and it will also be on the Xbox One always. It'll just always be linked together. So like you never have to go back and forth and send guys back, send them forth. Like you'll have them always on each console. Same goes for PlayStation as well. That's what I got from what they said, is that they're going to be basically in the same cloud. So you could, if you want to play on your PS4, you could go play on it and have the same team. If you want to go play on your PS5, you can go play on your PS5 and have the same team. So that's actually really dope that they're doing that. I love that. And then another thing I wanted to add is that they're doing something called, it's kind of to go with the legend portion of this. This is going to be probably the last thing I'm talking about because, again, I'm just blown out with all the information they gave me today. So basically they're going to have, instead of, NFL 100, it already happened last year. So they're doing basically their own twist of it, and it's going to be the 50. So I'm assuming it's going to probably be like the 50 best that they thought at the positions. EA is going to come up with all like the 50. That's what I kind of got from it. They compared it to the NFL 100, but they're going to be picking it. So, I mean, that's going to be dope because, again, NFL 100 was a dope promo, and, we're not going to have that this year because that was last year. So they're adding the 50, which is basically going to be like the NFL 100. So I think I'm, looking back in my notes. I think that's really everything. They are going to keep us updated on, more stuff to come with solo battles, weekend league, MUT loyalty, all that stuff. They're going to keep us updated, so just follow them on Twitter, and I'll keep you guys updated as I hear more. And let me think. What else? Also, they just released the database, I think, for all of the cards. So all the base elites, all that stuff should be on Mutthead now, so you can look not just at the top 3, but you can look at every, base elite card that is coming out for every team. So I think everything is on there. You should be able to go on Mutthead and check that out. But man, I am worn out. Again, this probably wasn't the best video. I tried my best to get as much screenshots and information as I can, from the stream so you don't have to really watch it. But that's going to be all for this video, what I'm thinking. Again, we're going to be getting MUT 21, the 10-hour trial sometime, people were saying Thursday. Apparently it's Friday. Who knows? We'll hear more from them. But just stay tuned. I'll keep you guys updated via Twitter, via YouTube, via all that. So, again, thanks for all the support, man. Make sure you guys like the video, sub to the channel, put noties on. But that's going to be all for this video. So I will see you guys in the next video or stream. It has been real. Peace.